Throughout its history, CASETA, the Center for the Advancement and Study of Early Texas Art, has given awards and special recognition to individuals and organizations that have provided distinctive services or products or personal commitment that have advanced our understanding of early Texas art. Tonight, we will have an enjoyable presentation to announce who the winners are and to hear from each of them directly. And now, it's our pleasure to introduce Christian Keller, member of the Board of Directors of CASETA and Chairman of the Awards Committee, who will serve as our MC. Christian?
Hello, I'm Christian Keller, CASETA Board Member and Head of Special Collections at the University of Houston Libraries. Welcome to the presentation of the CASETA Awards for 2020. Now, if you've been following the news closely, you might have heard of this thing called COVID-19. Normally, we would have presented our 2020 awards at the 2021 CASETA Symposium. But this year, we instead held a virtual fall forum, most of which you can see on our webpage at www.caseta.org. Similarly, the 2020 awards presentation is virtual and has been delayed, but we're making plans and hoping for the best to hold our live symposium again this year, scheduled for the Dallas Hilton Lincoln Center on June 10, 11, and 12, 2022. We'll keep you updated as planning progresses. I'll be joined today by CASETA Board Chair Scott Chase and Immediate Past Board Chair Sarah Beth Wilson to present 6 awards for Distinguished Service to CASETA for the 2020 Outstanding Publication, Exhibition, and Exhibition Catalogs, and our Bill and Mary Cheek Patron Award and William and Linda Reeves Lifetime Achievement Award. And of course, we'll hear messages from each of the distinguished awardees. You also may catch some glimpses of the University of Houston System Public Art Program's collaborative exhibit with UH Library Special Collections and the Art Museum of South Texas, featuring works and archives of Dorothy Hood, on display at UH throughout 2022. So let's get things started with the award presented to an individual who has given long time and distinguished service to CASETA. Scott Chase, would you tell us who the honoree is?
Thank you, Christian, for that introduction. It's my great pleasure to give the Distinguished Service Award this year to my friend Judy Deaton. There's no one more deserving than Judy Deaton to get this award for outstanding service. As a curator at the Grace Museum, she has led the Grace in educating and advancing the early Texas art. She's also served on the board of CASETA and has been an educator and our nominating committee chair. And she has been of great service to CASETA for many, many years. And like I said, it's my great pleasure to honor Judy Deaton with its Outstanding Service Award this year from CASETA. Judy, over to you.
What an honor to receive the Distinguished Service Award from CASETA. The first CASETA symposium I attended was in 2008 after I became curator at the Grace Museum. Through my involvement with CASETA, I've had the privilege of working with collectors, curators, art dealers, scholars, publishers, editors, museum directors, artists, archivists, conservators, and CASETA supporters to curate more than 60 exhibitions featuring Texas artists. I want to thank all the individuals and organizations who have continued to support Texas art research and exhibitions. I look forward to the symposium in 2022, where I can have the opportunity to thank you all in person.
Thank you so much, Judy, for all your work with CASETA. Our next award will be presented to the organization that put on the most outstanding exhibition of early Texas art during calendar year 2020. CASETA has the happy problem of selecting just one of many wonderful early Texas art exhibitions that celebrate our state's artistic heritage. So let's hear from Scott Chase again.
Thank you, Christian, for that introduction. This year, the Exhibition Award from CASETA goes to the Amon and Carter Museum of American Art for its Texas Made Modern, the Art of Everett Spruce. This exhibition gave well-deserved recognition to an influential and amazing Texas artist. The exhibition was scholarly and well attended, and we are very happy to present the Exhibition Award to the Amon Carter Museum of American Art. Here to accept the award is Andrew Walker.
Hi, my name is Andrew Walker. I'm the Executive Director at the Amon Carter Museum of American Art. And on behalf of the entire team who worked tirelessly on this project. We want to thank CASETA for the honor of the award celebrating the exhibition and publication Texas Made Modern, the Art of Everett Spruce. We here at the Carter have been committed for many, many years into celebrating the art of our region, of the creative painters and sculptors who have made Texas art one of the most important traditions in our nation. Now celebrating our 60th anniversary, we want to invite you all to come to the Carter, a place where you can see the history of Texas art and the history of American art, all for free.
And our next award is presented to an individual or organization for an exhibition-related publication or catalog that has furthered our appreciation and knowledge of the artworks, artists, and art history exhibited. Scott, who has received the 2020 Exhibition Catalog Award?
Christian, for that introduction. The next award is for the Outstanding Exhibition Catalog, and it is a well-deserved honor to give it to the catalog for the Amon Carter exhibition of Texas Made Modern, the Art of Everett Spruce. This scholarly work was presented by Shirley Reeves, and we are very honored to have her say a few words about the exhibition catalog and this award. Over to you, Shirley.
Hi, I'm Shirley Reeves. I want to thank CASETA Board and CASETA members for this honor celebrating the exhibition and catalog, Texas Made Modern, the Art of Everett Spruce. It was my pleasure to work on it. I especially want to thank Alice Spruce Merriweather, Spruce's magical daughter, who opened up her home and shared stories with me. I also want to thank Williamlinda Reeves, who were instrumental in securing and obtaining all of the images for the catalog. And most of all, I want to thank all the collectors of Texas art who kept Spruce's art and spirit alive and were instrumental in helping to create this project. Thank you to CASETA very much. I appreciate this honor, and I look forward to working on more projects of Texas art.
Texas Made Modern was certainly an engaging exhibit informed by important historical scholarship. Congratulations to all involved. Each year, CASETA also recognizes a book that has made an important contribution to the published literature on early Texas art. Scott?
Thank you, Christian, for that introduction. The next award, as Christian said, is for an outstanding publication separate and apart from an exhibition. CASETA is very pleased this year to award this honor to Susie Khalil for the art of Roger Winter, Fire and Ice, published by Texas A&M Press. This was a scholarly work that honored a longtime Texas artist, and I know the book will be in a lot of our hands for Christmas and in the future. So Susie, over to you for some words about your book and your award today. Thank you.
I want to thank CASETA for giving this year's publication award to the art of Roger Winter, Fire and Ice. Whenever I take on a massive project, one in which I'm fully immersed for several years, I want to make sure the artist's work conveys heart, breadth, and moral ambition. For Roger, art has been a way to sort through the cross-currents of his life. Race, class, family. At the core of his paintings is a spiritual search that plumbs the depths of the human condition. Throughout his staggeringly productive career, Roger has never adhered to a signature style. All of his works manifest a sense of place and direct experience. Texas, Maine, New York, New Mexico, Iceland, but also a sharpened sense of interior worlds, richly layered and nuanced. He's gone various directions with skill. It's not a question of inconsistency, but openness and growth. What it takes to be an artist over a lifetime, not as a career, but as a calling. What it takes to be an educator and a mentor. Integral to the book is Roger's own voice, cover to cover, an artist of uncompromising vision. It was important to let him speak. Roger knows that there is a dimension to history that exists in people's minds. But if we don't record that before it's gone, it's lost forever. I want to thank Roger for the hundreds of hours of interviews during which I pushed and prodded deeper and deeper into his life and art. A book of this caliber involves so many moving parts. I want to thank the principal funders, Elise and Burke Murkison, as well as the late Roger Horchow, and the many individuals who supported this project. My ongoing gratitude to Tom Lemons, Editor-in-Chief, Texas A&M University Press, who steered this book to fruition, as well as the entire press team. I owe thanks to Michelle Locke, who served as a steady registrar with the complex task of requesting and organizing all photography rights and reproduction agreements, including Roger's expansive database. Finally, my sincere appreciation to Kirk Hopper, Roger's art dealer in Dallas, who kept stride with this project on all fronts. His unwavering integrity, support, and passionate commitment made this book possible. I've always maintained that Texas will never be considered a major art center until its history and its artists are documented and honored. Thank you, CASETA, for playing a significant role in this endeavor.
Congratulations. The Bill and Mary Cheek Patron Award is named in honor of one of the founders of CASETA and recognizes an individual, couple, or group that has contributed substantial resources, leadership, and inspiration toward advancing our understanding and appreciation of the rich visual arts heritage of the state of Texas. Who has received the Bill and Mary Cheek Patron Award for 2020, Scott?
Thank you, Christian, for that introduction. In this festive season, it's a great pleasure for me to present the Bill and Mary Cheek Patron Award to TACO, the Texas Art Collectors Organization. TACO has been inspiring all us collectors and giving us great programs for 25 years, and so they are richly deserving of this award. Today we have Russ Aikman, current board chair, and George Palmer, founding member of TACO, to accept the award. Here you are, gentlemen.
Great, thank you very much, Scott, and I want to thank Scott and CASETA for this honor, which is truly an outstanding honor. We're very happy to get this at TACO. I'd like to acknowledge some of the people who helped to make TACO successful over the past quarter century. We wouldn't be where we are today without our board members. We've had lots of great board members, those that helped start TACO and our current board of directors. I'd like a special acknowledgement to Bill Cheek, who has been involved in TACO basically since the very early days. And the fact that this is the Bill and Mary Cheek Award coming from CASETA is really special for us as an organization. And I can just say from a personal standpoint, Bill's been a mentor to me and helped me in my collecting. And I know he's been a mentor to many, many people and done a great job for TACO through the years. Secondly, I'd like to thank and acknowledge the many guest speakers that we've had at TACO meetings over the years. TACO's had a real focus on education. We believe that to become better collectors, you have to be more knowledgeable, and having great guest speakers helps make that happen. So we've had wonderful guest speakers, people like Eleanor Jones Harvey, now with the Smithsonian, Sue Canterbury, who's at the Dallas Museum of Art, Susie Khalil, Jack Davis, the late Ted Pillsbury. So we had some fantastic speakers. That's just a very short list. Third, I also want to acknowledge and thank the many collectors who've opened up their homes. That's one of the things TACO members look forward to the most, is getting to see great Texas art in people's homes and to hear the homeowners, the collectors, talk about that art. And so that is, seeing that passion, that energy towards Texas art is one of the things that makes it really special. Finally, I'd like to thank
Well, I'd also like to take this opportunity to thank CASETA for this important award. When I think back 25 years ago, we started this organization. Showing up at David Dyke's gallery here in Dallas to just consider, would this be a good organization to get started and see where it went. But 25 years later, we have, as Russ just indicated, a wonderful history, and I'm very proud of where this organization has what's come to. Thank you very much.
Thank you, gentlemen. Well deserved.
Thanks again, Scott.
Congratulations to Taco. Now I'm hungry for something to go with a Scott Chase special drink, perhaps a drought-stricken area. So our final award is also named in honor of a CASETA founder. The William and Linda Reeves Lifetime Achievement Award is presented to an individual or group who has distinguished himself, herself, or themselves with a lifetime involvement with early Texas art as an artist, patron, collector, or scholar of early Texas art. Welcome Sarah Beth Wilson to present the William and Linda Reeves Lifetime Achievement Award for 2020.
It's my pleasure to introduce to you Betty Moody as the Bill and Mary Cheek Patron Award honoree. Moody was born in Memphis, Tennessee, and attended the University of Kentucky in Lexington, where she received her BA. Shortly after, she came to Houston and worked with Ben Dubose at the iconic Dubose Gallery. Following that, in 1975, she opened her own space in the River Oaks Shopping Center. And that space, Moody Gallery, is still in business today, where they celebrated their 45th anniversary just a couple of years ago in 2020. I first met Betty when I moved here to Houston. I was working with William Reeves Fine Art in Houston, and I remember being blown away by how warm she was and welcoming, but also just this powerful female figure in the arts, someone that I could consider a role model and still do to this day. Betty has been a champion of Texas artists her entire life. It's been her focus, her joy, and her passion. And it's still not uncommon to walk into Moody Gallery and see Betty high up on a ladder lighting her own shows. Every artist she has ever worked with sings her praises, and everyone that knows her recognizes all that she has done and continues to do for the arts in Texas and the greater American scene. Thank you so much, Betty. It's an honor to award you the Bill and Mary Cheek Patron Award, and thank you for supporting the arts in Texas.
Thank you, CASETA. I am deeply honored to receive the William and Linda Reeves Lifetime Achievement Award from CASETA. James Searles received this award last year, and I'm also honored to be in the same company as James. He's an old dear friend, so it's nice to be in the company of one of my peers. I moved to Houston in 1969 and began working at Dubose Gallery. Ben Dubose was an extraordinary art dealer. He was very well informed. Those were different days in the art gallery business, and he showed things like antiques, prints, pre-Columbian art, African art, Oceanic art, Aubuchon tapestries, to name a few. But he was completely dedicated to showing Texas artists. It was the focus of his gallery. I learned so much from Ben during the years I worked from him, and to this day I think of him frequently. I owe a great deal to Ben. He instilled a passion for Texas artists in me. I opened my own gallery in 1975, and I've always represented contemporary American artists, and the emphasis has always been on Texas artists. I remember when Bill Reeves opened his gallery in 2006. I loved his gallery. He was showing many of the artists that I knew when I was at Dubose, and I always loved seeing the exhibitions. Such amazing artists and such fine work. Sarah Foltz is continuing that dedication and expanding the focus. She is doing an excellent job of carrying the torch. Last year, CASETA awarded the exhibition, The Art of Texas, 250 Years at the Whitty Museum, and the book catalog of the exhibition edited by Ron Tyler. I saw that exhibition and had that book in my library. What a beautifully and carefully curated exhibition. I love the choices in the installation, and the book is so scholarly. It's a perfect tribute to our Texas artists and their contribution to our Texas heritage. I learned so much from that exhibition and was moved and impressed by both endeavors. CASETA is an extraordinary organization that is promoting Texas artists in a scholarly fashion. So, thank you, CASETA, for all the work you do for our Texas artists and for the importance that you have placed them in our Texas history. And thank you, CASETA, for honoring me with the Lifetime Achievement Award. I'm deeply grateful and deeply humbled. Thank you.
You know, the Moody Gallery archives are available for research here at the University of Houston Library's Special Collections. A long history of great art, support for artists and arts patrons, and a well-deserved award. That closes the 2020 CASETA Awards presentation. Thank you all for joining us and for your continued support of CASETA and engagement with early Texas art. We look forward, hopefully, to seeing you all at the 2022 CASETA Symposium, June 10 to 12 in Dallas. Until then, stay safe and enjoy some great early Texas art. Cheers.